Morning. Welcome to the special meeting of the Florence City Council. Please stand. We pray for the wisdom to make decisions that are beneficial to the people represented here. Empower us to speak honestly, reflect wisely, and vote with integrity. We seek your guidance tonight. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Ms. Wingo? Here. Ms. Chambers?
Here.
Mr. Wynn?
Here.
Ms. Whalen?
Here.
Mr. Snyder?
Here.
Ms. Cable?
Here.
Mayor, we have a quorum.
We have for your consideration minutes of the business meeting of March 10th, 2026. Is there a motion to approve? Ms. Whalen? Second by Mr. Schneider. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have for your consideration ordinance 05-2026. This is an ordinance adopting and approving a change of concept development plan in a commercial 2 plan development parkway corridor overlay C2 PDPO district for an approximate 0.47 acre site located at 7276 Burlington Pike, Florence, Kentucky, to allow the site to be used by a jewelry store or a principally permitted use in the underlying C2 district. The effect of this ordinance is to allow a change of concept development plan in a commercial 2 plan development parkway corridor overlay district for an approximate 0.47 acre site located at 7276 Burlington Pike, Florence, Kentucky, to allow the site to be used as a jewelry store or principally permitted use in the underlying C2 district. The full text of Ordinance 05-2026, including its exhibits, is available for examination in the Office of the City Clerk of the City of Florence, Kentucky, in the Florence Government Center at 8100 Ewing Boulevard during regular office hours. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Mr. Wynn?
Second.
Second by Ms. Chambers. Any discussion? We did discuss this previously. This is a second reading of this. Roll call vote, please.
Ms. Wingo?
Yes.
Ms. Chambers?
Yes.
Mr. Wynn?
Yes.
Ms. Whalen?
Yes.
Mr. Snyder?
Yes.
Ms. Cable?
Yes.
Mayor, motion passes 6-0.
Next, we will have discussion of Resolution R 26002A relating to the adoption of zoning text amendments to the Boone County zoning regulations applicable to the Boone County Fiscal Court and legislative bodies for the City of Florence, Walton, and the City of Union as members of the Boone County, Kentucky Planning Unit, and recommending that the zoning text amendments be considered for enactment to regulate and define manufactured home, manufactured home qualified, and mobile home, and identify zoning districts where such uses are allowed as authorized uses within the Boone County Planning Unit for Boone County, Kentucky. These text amendments to the Boone County zoning regulations being to Article 40, Section 4000, Article 5, Section 505.1, Article 5, Section 505.2, Article 5, Section 505.3, Article 5, Section 505.4, Article 5, Section 505.5, and Article 20, Section 2001, subject to the recommended terms and provisions set forth in these recommended zoning text amendments set forth in the Technical Design Review Committee report, and providing that this resolution as a recommendation be forwarded to the Boone County Fiscal Court and the cities comprising the Boone County Planning Unit for consideration by their legislative bodies. Mr. Morgan?
Yeah, on screen, House Bill 160 was signed by the governor on April 1st, 2025. This bill was codified in Kentucky Revised Statute 100.348 and becomes effective on July 1st of 2026. The big part of this is number 4. It prohibits a local government from adopting or enforcing zoning regulations that treat qualified manufactured homes differently from single-family homes. We do not have a definition for qualified manufactured homes in our zoning regulations right now, so there's text amendments that need to be made. Currently in the zoning regulations, we have definitions for manufactured home, mobile home, and modular home. As far as the zoning regulations as they stand today, a mobile home is principally permitted in an A1 and mobile home park district only. Single-family and modular homes are all treated the same. They're principally permitted in agricultural estate, recreation, rural suburban estates, rural suburban, suburban residential 1, suburban residential 2, suburban residential 3, all the urban residential zones, UR 1, 2, and 3, Florence Main Street, Walton Downtown District, Union Commercial, Union Town Center, Graves Road Residential, and Small Community Overlay. They're also allowed as an accessory use in the Office 1 zone and conditional in Professional Office and Industrial 4. So these are the definitions that would be added to the zoning regulations, modified or added. The big one is the qualified manufactured home. So it's a manufactured home that meets all the following criteria. First, is manufactured on a date not to exceed 5 years prior to the date of installation and has all parts that operate only during transport removed. I know that's some funky language. Letter B is affixed to a permanent foundation and is connected to the appropriate facilities and is installed in compliance with Kentucky Revised Statute 227.570. Third, has a width of at least 20 feet at its smallest width measurement or is 2 stories in height and oriented on the lot or parcel so that its main entrance door faces the street. Lastly, has a minimum total living area of 900 square feet. So again, to qualify for that, as a qualified manufactured home, it has to meet all those definitions. The mobile home definition would be modified to say it's a structure manufactured prior to June 15th, 1976, in addition to all that other language. As far as the use matrices, you can see that manufactured homes have now been switched to only be permitted in A1 and MHP zones. Those are the same zones today that mobile homes are allowed in. And the qualified manufactured home would be allowed in all the zones that I previously mentioned would allow a single-family residential dwelling. So that would be in compliance with what the state has done. That's what I have.
Do we have any questions?
This-
Any discussion? Ms. Whalen?
So this changes, so now the city of Florence will have permitted zones allowing mobile homes, manufactured homes, the terminology's modular?
The terminology now is, there's still mobile homes, they're still only allowed in A1 and mobile home park. There's modular,
Modular,
that's A1 and mobile home park. And then we would get into qualified manufactured homes and single-family homes. Those are allowed in all those zoning districts I just mentioned on screen. And basically, that's it. So those would be the definitions.
so they'd be allowed in the city of Florence if they're
In-
5 years or newer
Correct. They have to be manufactured and installed within a 5-year time period.
and on a foundation and attached to all of with everything mobile or about it removed.
Yeah, so that A, B, C, and D under qualified manufactured home would all have to be met.
This is a big change for the city of Florence. We've never had a zone that permitted mobile homes, manufactured homes in the past, correct?
Well, like I said, before it was either considered single-family or modular. So modular came with what was called a Kentucky Industrial Building Systems letter from the dealer and manufacturer, and it's certified it was a modular and not a mobile. So all those were allowed.
Pieces put together.
Yeah, modular and single-family were all allowed in the same zoning districts, but again, had to come with that KIBS letter. And then mobile was treated differently, only allowed in A1 and mobile home park.
And that's still the case.
Yes.
And mobile, I mean, it's what it says, right? You can pick them up and move them. Not easily, but it can be done. But is the manufactured home qualified would be set on a foundation? So it
Correct.
would not be movable necessarily.
Correct, that is one of the
Okay.
rules there. It has to be on a permanent foundation. That's letter B.
Any other discussion?
So
Ms. Wingo?
I just want to make a comment. We went through this at the Planning and Zoning Committee last week. a very confusing kind of thing because we haven't had anything like this before. It's state statute, we're required to do this. We're not permitted to prohibit it. So we have to allow it in the city per the state KRS. I've seen these homes and how they're attached and what they look like, and they look very nice. I mean, it's really hard to tell that they were brought in two pieces on a truck. But they're very securely, they have a very secure foundation, the way that they're attached and connected, and they're well manufactured on the inside, drywall, and a lot of them have laminate floors and carpeting and, big walk-in closets and nice kitchens and living rooms. So they're fairly nice homes. But I think they're a more affordable type of home. Again, we don't have a lot of vacant land here, so I could see maybe infill housing. We might see this some places, but we don't have any place to put large communities of these homes. We just don't have the land available to do that, but other cities may, and the county would, I would think. So I don't think I've made it any more clear than it was. But nonetheless, that is what we're required to do.
So, Ms. Wingo, you feel that by adopting this, then the
Yes.
city would be in compliance with the
We
state
would.
law?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Gary, any other comments?
And we didn't feel there was a need for another public hearing. We really don't have an option, so.
Any other discussion?
I think for the modular piece, that actually syncs up with conventional lending guidelines as well. It's allowable, where mobile home may not. So the modular home that's built off-site, that's brought onto site, put together on foundation, that is technically eligible for like a 30-year fixed conventional loan. So there is a difference than the mobile home, which has the VIN number that comes with it and can be moved, like you were talking.
And just to be clear, Todd, what he's talking about would be defined as manufactured home qualified?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
I mean, if it meets all those definitions there, so I believe the answer is yes.
Any other discussion? All right, thank you. We have no need for a closed session. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Mr. Nguyen, second by Ms. Cable. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.